Coming up on American Builder, sort of the good, bad, and ugly. I take you to one of my buddy's places who has ironwood, one of the best woods you've ever seen. It's not a composite wood, it's actually real wood. And then I do a home inspection, which is not really pretty at all.
American Builder starts right now.
So I'm at Coastal Forest Products in Bedford, New Hampshire. We've got ironwood. It's actually the wood that's used for the Atlantic City Boardwalk. It's not treated, it's an ironwood. It's all about the best of the best, and that's why I'm here at Coastal Forest Products in Bedford, New Hampshire. How are you, Brian?
Good, sir. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So, is this really a piece of wood?
It is a piece of wood. That is a piece of Ironwood's brand EPA. Ironwoods is synonymous with what are known as super durable tropical hardwoods. There's a few species that fall into that category. The most popular one in the United States right now is a species called EPA. EPA as a species is from Brazil and South America.
And there's no chemicals whatsoever. This
Correct.
is the way this came off a tree.
This is the way that Mother Nature produced it.
Come on. I want to build a house out of this now.
And people use it regularly for home construction, for decks, for cladding, siding.
Siding, too.
Trim.
Really?
Absolutely.
Wow. Okay, so show me this elaborate deck system that I fell in love with already.
This is the Elevations roof deck tile. It is a 24 by 24 inch tile made of Ironwood's brand EPA. So it possesses all the benefits of Ironwood's brand EPA, Class A fire rating, natural resistance to rot, marine borers, termite attack.
Unbelievable. So I'm thinking right away, this goes on an elevator with me, number one, right? I don't need a crane.
That's why they like it for the roofs. They take it up on the elevators in these tiles. Every tile's perfectly square. This is the Elevations pedestal system. It's designed to hold the tiles. It has a self-leveling head that adjusts for the slope of your roof.
I thought I broke it.
It has these pins that attach to the back of the deck tiles and hold it all together, and the system allows you to remove and reinstall the deck tiles at will.
Oh my. So you can get out in the middle of the whole roof and take 4 of them off to get at something.
Correct.
That alone. Wow. All right, let's snap one together. I'm dying to see it.
Okay, so it's as simple as these pedestals get laid out on a 24-inch grid.
Okay.
And the deck tiles simply pressure fit on to these what are called Christmas tree pins.
It finds its own hole there.
Find its own hole. There's no other tools or drilling involved in the installation of the deck tiles.
And that's it. I was going to punch it down, but I don't have to.
Don't have to. They pressure fit on, and as you can see, when you lift it, they're there.
Wow. Let's put another one on.
You can lay these tiles either all the same direction for a traditional look, or lay them in a mosaic pattern.
You like landed on it, done. How about the time right there that we just
Yeah. So again, everything is pre-fastened from the back with stainless steel fasteners.
I know people that have been waiting for this for 20 years that just don't know about it.
What's become our hottest growing market right now is rain screen systems.
I see this everywhere.
So we have the Vanish rain screen system. We developed it's a board and clip system. The clips are either available with a 1/4 inch or a 3/4 inch offset. Either of them meet code throughout the United States and Canada for rain screen systems.
How long has Atlantic City Boardwalk been buying this from you?
We introduced this material to the Atlantic City Boardwalk in 1971, and then we have fulfilled virtually every contract in Atlantic City in their reconstruction since then.
It was almost like a factory tour without a factory.
Pleasure to meet you.
Brian, nice meeting you. And you may see this in my own home someday soon. Wait till you see this deck. It's smoking. I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like when we're out on a real deck with mountain views.
Brian, I showed you this in the conference room, but I promised I'd take you out to the site.
Oh, you promised me it would look even better, and you didn't lie about that, did you?
No, no.
Wow. So on a conference table, it looks great.
Yeah.
On site, it looks 10 times better. Yeah. So this is, correct me if I'm wrong, this is the same material that's used on the Atlantic City Boardwalk.
Correct, correct it is. And it's been down for 40 years.
The view, the pool, I mean, this is a dream come true. This gives a 25-year guarantee, warranty, whatever
Correct.
you want to call it.
There's a 25-year warranty on the wood. It will gray out nicely, as you can see here, and will last for a long time.
I love the pattern that they did back and forth. And how elevated off their deck would you say they are? Because you can't really tell.
These are a 3/8 of an inch off the rubber roof.
Yep. So,
and they were able to lay it right down over the rubber roof, and the homeowner was able to do it himself.
so what's the fun facts I'll walk around with forever, right? You don't need a crane. Right,
No.
And it doesn't matter how big this goes. This can go in half an acre for all you care. And
Absolutely.
And you have them that big in different locations, right?
Yep. It's made with the downfall from the EPA decking. So they're taking the long lengths and sending them to large decks, and these are the cutoffs that we build into deck tiles in Brazil.
I am so sold. You don't even know. Thanks for the field
Thank
trip.
you.
I do have to get out of here, but I'm sold. This is the only deck I'm using the rest of my life. One more thing to show you. It's UNH. It's where I went to college. Kidding. I didn't go to college. If I was going to college, it would be at UNH. And they are a factory of ironwood. They use it for ceilings. They use it for columns. They use it around fireplaces. It looks like a fine hotel, but it's really a school. Okay, so Pike from Coastal took me on another, I'll call it a field trip because I just like being out in the field, right? It looks great in the showroom.
Yeah.
And then look at, you're like, this is over the top. How many miles of board feet are just on this one particular job, right?
Jeez, I couldn't tell you that offhand, but I know it's a couple containers.
So we use this on restaurants that we've done. This is your product, right? So why do people use it? I know why I use it, but why do people come to you and use it?
Right. First and foremost, we have a 25-year warranty on our EPA Vanish siding, and it's certainly a long-lasting product. This was pre-stained in our pre-stained facility with paraffin. It's something that will help the wood last even longer. Okay. And it keeps that warm, rich brown color.
The school came to you. This is one of those school projects that they're on. They call it a 100-year plan up here. So everything they build is going to be here 100 years. Which, if you look around, we're going to be long gone. This building will be here. The fireplace will be here. Your wood will be here, right?
Yeah.
So they could have. I didn't know they did everything in the building: the ceiling, the outside, the inside. This is for everything.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter where you put it. For some reason, I was just thinking walls until you look straight up, and there's a half an acre of ceiling done in it also. Tell me more about this. You have this Green by Nature. What do you call it?
The environmental compliance program.
That's something you started.
It is.
What is it? Green by Nature exactly means what, though?
For us, it means, we're using wood that is a renewable resource. Gotcha. And when we purchase wood out of Brazil, we ensure that it's replanted. And it also means for us that we're verifying the legal origin of the species.
Okay. So you're part of that whole thing. Cutting, replanting, being green. A little bit about the airspace behind here.
Yes.
I get it, but I don't get it.
Yeah.
What is it actually? How long and why are we doing that airspace?
Well, the Vikings developed this product in around the 1300s, so that when the exterior of the siding gets wet, the interior stays dry. And if water does get behind the siding, it has enough airspace to dry and let the rain fall down.
The Vikings.
The Vikings.
The Vikings. So,
yes.
So you've been thinking about this for quite a while. All the homework has been done long before me and you. The Vikings came up with this, not any of us smart people today, right? Thank you. I'm heading back to work.
Thank you.
See ya. So the low country is lower than you think. 25 inches of rain from Charleston to Columbia and beyond. People are devastated down here. We're doing some cleanup. One thing for sure is we're going to start with some trees on the outside. There's guys on the inside doing some drywall removal. Remember, if your drywall got wet, if your house had 2 or 3 inches in it, that's going up the drywall right now. Even though you think it's drying out, it's sucking in like a sponge. Don't let the insurance company fool you. You've got to cut 2 or 3 feet out around the whole area. If it's been wet at all, it will turn to black mold. There's insulation behind there right now that's wet that you don't see. The back of your pine molding across the bottom of the floor, that is just going to turn to mold. You have to get rid of it that way. There's no magic trick. You don't just put a fan in and it dries out and everybody's happy. Got to remove it. So today is roof leaks, cut some limbs down. I've got an extension chainsaw because I don't really love chainsaws, but this is so far away from me. What could go wrong? What did I just say? We'll see. I got a huge project ahead of me, and I am going to use an electric chainsaw. We all know electric chainsaws don't work. I don't know how this one's going to go. Go. Oh, dude, I'm so lucky. I'm a pro. Cutting them right up over my head doesn't make me feel great, but what the hell? I'm gonna risk it. Like I said earlier, there's nothing like an electric chainsaw. This thing is killing it. I'm never gonna use a regular gas one the rest of my life. You think? Or is it too thick for the blade? What's the most could happen? Famous last words. This is the point I wish I didn't cut something this big, but now it's too late. There's a lot of glass below me. So the blade got stuck and it didn't fall. Thank you, baby Jesus. I'll go to church on Sunday. It fell the right way. So it landed on the fence, and that's a lot more tree than I thought right there. Let's pick smaller ones. Typical guy with a chainsaw in his hand. Once you cut down one thing, you just want to cut down the world. One limb at a time. All right, I'm giving my little electric chainsaw a workout here. Probably cutting limbs a little bigger than I should, but it's been working so good. Awesome. Hit the glass, didn't it? Wouldn't it be the one that I threw and not cut that breaks the glass? Well, there you go. I get the best equipment in the world. Love this little saw. So the city comes by, picks up every few hours or twice a day because of a catastrophe like this. So it's just down to plain old cleaning all this up that we cut this morning and then get inside. We'll actually patch the roof temporarily, get inside, start taking the drywall out because now the mold will start back in. It's sunny today, but they're calling for rain again in a couple days, so add that on to the 26 plus inches in the low country. All right, back to work. Hey, I'm Brian Gurry, the American Builder. I'm down here with Rain Garden PPG Paint in Orlando, Florida at iDrive. So much happening inside, so much happening outside, but right now we're going to go out and get a little fresh air because I ran into Amy from Liquid Nails. Amy's been with Liquid Nails on the road for 7 years. She knows more about liquid nails than anybody should know about anything. Let's go outside and see what the newest, latest, and greatest is with Amy. So I'm with Amy from Liquid Nails. I stopped because you've got a piece of wood floating. Want to know what that's all about? Why? Why is this soaking wet?
Well, I can tell you. So our products, we have products that are formulated to work in all kinds of conditions, weather conditions, rain, shine, hot, heat, cold.
Gotcha.
So you can take this, put it directly on the wood. You see it's waterlogged, it's been soaking all day. Try to shake that off, give it a good shake.
You're kidding. I didn't know you could use it on wet lumber or wet material. So could the concrete be wet? Would it still work on that?
Yep, concrete also.
Anything?
Yep. The porous substrates. So,
right.
And as you can see, it's already penetrating into the wood.
Of course it is.
So the wet's out really nice on the surface there, which is what you want to see for good adhesion for the other substrates. Don't glue it, fuse it.
It's like a pitchman thing at this
I know,
point.
right?
Amy the pitch girl. Don't glue it,
So
fuse it.
this product can adhere to any substrate.
Seriously? So that's what you did here?
Well, let me go back there for a second.
Go ahead.
So there's a
You
couple of substrates that
you
won't adhere
lied.
to. That's polyethylene, polypropylene, and Teflon, which you can't really get anything to adhere
So
to.
fuse it. This is brand new. Is it in the big boxes already?
Brand new. It actually was just released this month, and it's a Home Depot exclusive right now for the first year.
Get out of town. What did
Yep.
they pay for those rights? God bless them. That's awesome. All right.
Yep.
Anything else special and new you want to show us? What's this?
That's,
Two bricks together? Was it fuse it?
That was actually, I put this together with our extreme heavy duty. So that's one of our newer products that came out before the fuse it. That you can use pretty much as long as you got one porous substrate, you can use it on there. I have it in here in the ice. It doesn't freeze.
Why do you have it on ice?
Because it won't freeze. So it's got an endless thaw cycle too. So take it out, run your bead on there.
Great for New England right now. 10
Not to
below
worry about
last
that
week.
here in Florida, but
Right.
other parts of the U.S.
Right.
It's also got a high open time, or long open time.
Oh my God, she knows every fun fact in the world about liquid nails. If I knew that much about beer and taking time off, I'd be a gazillionaire, and a drunk one at that. This is a good product demo also here. Pretty much all in one little
Yeah, we
pocket
got
here.
the outside substrates, and then on the other side we got interior. So we have products pretty much for anything, like I said, for any weather, any substrates.
What is it? You're gluing drywall on, what is that right there? Is that just your
It's
liquid
just
nail?
showing the glue, yeah.
That's just your plain liquid nails with drywall on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Note to self. I need to glue in some drywall on a project coming up, and guess what we're gonna use?
Liquid
Well, we're gonna
nails.
use fuse it. That's what we're gonna use.
Well, I don't know if you know this about your drywall,
I
but
don't.
you can use up to 50% less screws by International Building Code if you use a liquid nails adhesive. And you also get, that's your secret to your noise deadening. Go ahead and knock hard on there. Hear the difference there. So a pretty big difference.
I
Come on now.
love it.
And it'll seal up between there, so you don't have to
Right.
worry about any air draft coming through your walls, wasting all your energy.
See, of all the show things I've played with so far, besides our own products, you win second place. So of course we're gonna win first.
Who wins
but-
first place?
Well, naturally, Rain Guard. Okay, fuse and caulking that goes on in any weather condition, gluing on drywall instead of screwing things. Like I said, she knows everything about liquid nails. So I'm going back inside because I know everything about Rain Guard, and the guys from PBG are probably missing me. Heading back in. Hey, it's Brian Gurry. I got another one on my hands. A friend of a friend wants me to look at a house. Okay, it's in Charleston. It's been flooded. It's foreclosed on for a year. I call the local broker who knows the area better than me, Ryan. How's it going, Ryan?
Good, Brian.
I snuck inside a little bit. I don't. You know better than me. It's been empty for a year, and it's definitely got some structural problems, right? The area is pretty nice, though, right? This is James Island. This is where you want to be.
The property is what you're looking at. The house is.
So that's the land, actually.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
We're just going to try to decide whether we want to rehab it or throw a match at it, one or the other. Right?
Okay.
Let's take a look inside. After you guys. Typical, what, 40-year-old ranch? Most of the floor, somebody went through here for sure. Oops, I almost went through here. Yeah, you've got some structural damage for sure. I don't know if you've looked under here or in here, but you can just see structural damage as far as the eye can see. Actually, a couple of the beams have fallen to the floor. So I can see outside the other way. What's the land worth? Can you give me that one?
If you cleared the house,
Yep.
I would say you could probably sell this lot for around $50,000.
It's cheaper than I thought. Really? Oh, this is the master suite, I guess. Oh, almost became part of this basement again. The only thing holding this floor up right here is the linoleum sheet. Listening to the numbers you say, 80 grand, 100, something like that. And because it's James Island and it's hot down here, they probably sell to somebody for $120, $130, and they'll kill themselves and they'll have a nice little home. It needs everything. The only thing left here is just a brick frame. I've had at least 3 people show up since we've been here. My speech to every single one of them is, keep looking. Yeah, almost went through again. I want one of us to go through. It'd be great for the show. You guys don't want to take one for the team, do you?
There's actually a hole right here.
It'd be awesome. Is it really?
It actually is.
Oh, this is cool. Just the carpet keeps it up.
Yeah.
Oh, there is.
There's actually a physical hole right there.
Oh, all of this is gone.
Yeah.
This is, the only thing keeping this up, Ryan, is the carpet itself. So now what are you talking about? Taking the floor out, the walls just don't stay up in the air, right?
Right.
You're just buying the land here. How come every foreclosed on home down here has like this weird, like, pit bull looking dog cage area? I'm sure the neighbors didn't miss these people when they left. It's almost like the three little pigs too. Small one, medium, big one. Good God. Keep looking. So they call me in for my professional opinion, right? My professional opinion is get a ton of gas and just boom, get rid of it. Wouldn't take much for this to just fall off the ceiling right now. Everything's so rotted, look at. I wouldn't load this with dishes, just like the floor. I wouldn't load it with anything either, no matter where you. I mean, you're gonna get killed in this house. I'm done. All right, Ryan, I don't want to waste your time, bud.
All right, thanks, Brian.
I'm gonna pass on this one, but you're gonna sell it anyway. This is gonna sell. This is hot down here, and even though it's banged up and there's holes everywhere and mold no matter where you look, it's a quiet, peaceful area. The ocean's that way, 2 blocks. It's gonna sell. It doesn't need my opinion, but if I was gonna get into it, I'd just tear it down and build new. But the square footage, you can make money here.
Right.
Anyway, on to the next one. We're done. Okay, that's enough. I want to thank Pike from Coastal Forest Products in Bedford, New Hampshire. I'll tell you, if you're on something that looks completely different than most decks, I bet you're on an ironwood. Like I said, the Atlantic City Boardwalk to boardwalks in Charleston, South Carolina, to beautiful schools like UNH. If it looks different, I know it's an ironwood.